Congratulations, you have found a very special show on the internet we call Date Night in Space Season 2. Uh, yeah. Well, we've had space. Who keeps saying that? Um, we've had a big break in the action. Crazy things have happened. Life is crazy. But we're all here. And one of those people that is here is me. I'm DM Matt. I made a thing, and these people sometimes play it. Those people being Nate, who plays Space the Kraken.
Hello.
Hello, indeed, sir. We also have Ian, who plays Rimardo.
What are we doing again?
Oh. And we have Shafa, who plays Shava.
You know what? I'm here and I am still awake.
That's ridiculous. Makes no sense, but it's happening. So some things have happened. We'll recap it, but I mean, of course, before we can recap it, theme song, I think. So here we go. Holy moly, you forget how long it actually is. Okay, so our last adventure, which was forever ago, ended in two different ways. It ended with our regular crew being attacked again by the Junker and his crew, and everyone kind of went off and did their own separate thing. And we're not going to discuss that anymore because that heavily leans on what happens with the Kraken. All those events change based on certain decisions the Kraken makes.
No pressure. No pressure on the Kraken.
No pressure. No pressure. And we will jump to that at the end. Before we jump to that scenario, we have Rio Squad, who met an individual with a red right hand. He goes by Red. He is now following Rio Squad, and they are looking for other, who he calls flaws, other individuals with red hands, and he is looking to take them down and discover more about this dimensional portal shifting scenario that's happening. Rio Squad landed on this desert planet with a big train and some ghost people, much like the last planet or last place they were at with ghost people. And they rode the train all the way to a mansion. They got off, and an individual at the top of the mansion went, "Oh shit!" And that's where we left Rio Squad.
Shit.
Did I miss anything? Anything?
Was it like an oh yeah or
It was actually oh shit, and he turned and was about to run into his mansion. So, without further ado, let's jump into that place. Let's go see what's happening over in Mansion Place. That would be this one. So, Rio Squad, you guys find yourself here. Let's pull out this. We'll let Nate load up there.
yes?
Mm-hmm.
84 out of 92.
Ooh, so much loading.
Okay.
So you guys see very large barricades, very much ready defenses. I see the map didn't want to load in. That's okay. It's a very boring deserty grass. In fact, we might be able to just get rid of it. Maybe. No, we can't.
It's white sand.
Enjoy your
White
white.
sand, right?
Yeah, enjoy your white sand.
Yeah, it's like the Dominican.
No, say like a Caribbean beach.
You guys notice, like I said, this is very much ready to be sieged. the fences are up. You just don't see anyone defending it. As this individual kind of turns around and goes, I guess I've kind of been waiting for this moment. What do you guys want? What are you guys doing here?
I mean, we're going on a walk. We're looking for portal thingies that we can walk through and go to different worlds. Apparently,
This individual, as fancy as can be, kind of strolls forward with his little cane. And just looks ahead and goes, "Why? I've got a really good setup going on here. Why don't you guys just look somewhere else? I don't want this messed up."
I don't want to. He kind of like looks at everybody. He's like, "Are we here to mess stuff up? We literally just want to walk through a door."
Yeah,
I think, right? And then he's like looking at Red. He's like, "That's the objective here, right?"
yeah. There's something in that mansion.
He's like, "Look, we got off on the wrong foot. What's your name?"
The name's Quake.
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 Ooh, that's very intimidating.
Absolutely it is. And you are right to be intimidated, for I rule this place. This desert, this great desert, all under my thumb.
Well, I mean that is rather impressive. Being in command is a difficult task.
Mm-hmm.
You have my sympathy.
Yeah, thank you. Well, one week I let the war rage. The other week I sprinkle details to have the citizens try and kill me. It's tough playing God all the time, but someone has to do it.
You don't have a lot of company, do you?
Oh, I have company every day. In fact, they're going to be arriving, and he looks down at his pocket watch. 23 minutes.
Like real people, not ghosts.
Oh, they're real enough.
Oh, see, that's the enough part. You had me with it. They're real, but then you said enough.
Yeah. So you guys have seen this sort of thing. The translucent people. You touch them, they turn real for a little bit. You know, they burn down trees. Trees come back later. It's fine.
We haven't touched them. We have respect.
Oh yeah. No, touch away. They die eventually. Everything resets in 25 minutes.
You gotta always ask for consent, and if you just touch someone and then they die, that's just like it's not good.
I mean, I think you guys are getting my touching in, but maybe some other people. I'm talking about just murder because you get bored. A couple centuries of nothing gets boring, so you start wars. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to play cards or something? I feel like you're hard up for company or entertainment.
I think most people just take up a hobby, like crocheting, needlework.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But I guess starting wars is a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone gets the chance. I enjoy my work.
Have you ever tried beekeeping? I've heard it's very therapeutic.
I'm not quite sure if you're mocking at this point, but 22 minutes. We can play some cards. That's fine. Do you have a deck?
I'm hoping one of us.
Would anyone be carrying a deck of cards?
Look, I say, Calcium just like looks at Red. Red questioningly.
Red's like, I just don't carry that kind of stuff.
Part of me wants to say, I got a deck of Uno for a mysterious color-coded game. Right? One. I got a game of one.
I haven't played one since I was a child. I would love. Do you mind if I get drinks? Anyone need anything to drink?
I can always go with one. I just warned you, RO will destroy you at Uno.
Oh, it's one cat commander. It's
Oh.
one.
That's right. In English.
Well, I'm gonna get a couple different bottles of things. Why don't you guys just set up? We're down to 21 minutes, so just we got to wrap it up by then. But I'll be right back. And Quake walks into his house, closes the door.
Yeah, so I assume, are we going in the house? Or we have to play on the dirt? These are pristine. These are pristine one cards. Deck is. I made a felt table.
Maybe we tell them that we're not putting these on the sand.
Yeah, it needs to be felt.
Well, I mean, especially now that we're not in our own world, like those could literally be one of a kind wherever we are right now.
It's true. Butterfly effect. What happens if it gets damaged? The value just goes down.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Red kind of goes, would you guys be able to cause maybe a distraction? Maybe some of us can snoop around the house. Maybe look for this door.
I mean, yeah, we'll sit here and play part. We'll do the house 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
I think we could do it in 20 minutes. Just to be clear, what kind of distraction are we looking at? We're playing cards. Someone want to be cheating?
True, but if you get a whole bunch of like cards that make you draw more cards, and we just focus on that guy, then oof, wars could be started.
We'll just bring on this competitive side.
Let's set up this table. I mean, we probably need to have partners. Who wants to be at the table? Who wants to be snooping?
I can be at the table. I'm not that great at snooping. I'm more of a breaker.
Okay. Then Red looks at Tunga, Convert, and of course Captain Calcium. Anybody got any preference?
Yeah, I'll stay at the table with Aro.
Okay. Tunga just looks
over. We'll try to chat with him, keep him looking at us, you know.
Red looks over at Convert, then Shaven goes, "Are you snooping with me then?"
Yeah, I guess so.
Why not? Maybe we can find some more of this drink he keeps talking about.
That sounds awesome.
Sneaky.
With that, Quake comes back through his door. He goes, "All right, a table is set. Looks like we're down to about 19. Let's get a move on. Come on." And he turns around and leads you through the house.
And we're in.
I assume you guys all follow. Okay. I think my daughter's yelling down through the vents, trying to talk to me.
That's pretty adorable.
It is pretty funny. So yeah, he kind of sits you guys down at a table. He puts down quite a few drinks, and he just puts his stopwatch or his pocket watch just right in front of him. He goes, "All right, one. I think I remember the rules. Get a certain amount of cards. Cards have certain moves you can do. Am I close? Am I right?"
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and one, there's like cards that make you go backwards. There's cards that make you draw more cards. And there's crazy cards that you could pick the colors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's fun.
Now, my mama's house, we used to have this rule where you could keep stacking the ones that made you get new cards, and whoever at the end couldn't stack anymore had to do all those. Is that a thing you guys do? Is that something different?
It's like if you give like a pickup 2 card, and then but if that person has another pickup 2 card, they pass it along.
Absolutely.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes we played like that game. Commander, do you want to play that way?
I mean, I was doing that.
All right.
Full disclosure, I've never played Uno. I have no idea what the rules are.
Absolutely hilarious. This is going to be fun.
Uno?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever played a game.
We have it right there.
It's in
even
your eyesight.
What the fuck it is?
Sometimes there's themed decks. Like there's one about this mysterious vigilante that, like, and certain cards are special, and you can really mess with people. It's crazy.
Well,
he literally didn't even have to get up to get the deck of cards.
No way.
Here's how far I had to reach from like where I am in the camera shot.
Oh, I must see.
There it is. There it is. It's right there.
That's hilarious. Hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, that derails a bit.
Oh my goodness. That's funny. Shoot. All right, where was I? Okay. Quake sits down and kind of keeps a decent berth around you guys. So like Quake's, in fact, I'll just set it up here on the table. Although you guys are inside the house, Quake kind of sets the table up as if people were to be sitting like this. Kind of like he's at the very front. It's still a perfectly round table, but he has set up the chairs to where he can see all of you all at the exact same time.
It's like a horseshoe table.
Yep. But it is physically like a round table. He just didn't put the chairs evenly spaced out.
I don't know. It's going to be kind of hard. This is definitely more of like a together game and not a together plus one game.
Have this many people even play Uno?
Oh man, Uno can be a very large group of people. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, one is a very crazy game.
Quake kind of looks and goes, Do you mind if I shuffle? I've always loved shuffling.
I don't know. This is like a very special deck to me.
Oh, if we have a professional shuffler, I'm just an amateur. If you're professional, be professional, please.
He's definitely a professional shuffler.
As long as you don't mind if I steal your tricks and write down some notes.
Oh, well, okay. As Aro just proceeds to put all the cards out on the deck and moves his hands around.
Unconventional. Unconventional, but clever.
Together. Yeah, you know.
Simple yet effective. I will write that down. Simple.
All right.
Yet effective.
That's Aro. Simple yet effective.
Aro.
Tunga pulls his chair all the way around and sits right next to Quake. Just looks over and goes, Tunga. Points a finger up and then down on the table. Tunga. I'm sorry, I don't know if I understand. Tunga just nods at him. Tunga.
He really just wants to scratch behind the ear.
Oh, it's unconventional, but as we've seen before, unconventional is as he like reaches for the ear, he slaps him. He's like, Tunga.
Well, I mean that's a different interpretation of scratch.
I see you didn't mean it quite in the literal sense. I apologize to you. I assume your name is Tunga. Tunga.
He has quite a personality. Sometimes he likes a literal scratch behind his ear. Other times he's just gonna like scratch and bite you. It's very cat-like.
I to each their own is what Mom always said, and I'm gonna keep saying it too.
I think our hope here is the three of us are just going to try to like draw him into a conversation and then grope him in the card game so the other two could just kind of like flip away.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give out these cards now. And Aro proceeds to hand out cards.
Okay. Nancy, I apologize. I never said that. Quake is absolutely thrilled. He's like stacking his cards up just right. He spreads them out. He peeks under them like they're poker games.
I think you're supposed to hold them like this,
Oh,
and like you gotta be able to see them.
I'm quite familiar. Thank you.
Oh, oh, okay.
Now we're playing for any stakes, cause I'm a man of winnings.
Oh well, just the gratitude of winning. The first one to place the one card in the deck is just it's bragging rights.
Mm,
Really.
bragging rights. I I
Plus,
wouldn't be
we
opposed.
find ourselves. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I apologize. Guest speak first. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to point out that we find ourselves in an awkward position, gambling wise and funds wise, seeing as we unexpectedly were kicked out of our reality
Mm.
and find ourselves homeless at the moment. So we don't super have a lot to gamble.
Oh, I
That's
see
why the
plenty
deck
of
is the
tradable
deck is
goods.
the deck is so important. It's one of the earthly things we own.
Yeah, it's like we literally have the clothing on our backs at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Whereas
What
you seem to have like a giant mansion and stuff. It's a little lopsided.
I I I,
Just to
I
have the
I
greatest of
completely
tactical equipment.
I
Real
understand.
war guys.
I let me just put down my wages, uh, and you decide if it's worth competing for. And he pulls out his sword. He sets it down on the table, and he pulls out a six shooter and puts it down on the table. He goes, "You do appear to have similar type objects. Am I right?"
Like the commander kind of like involuntarily hugs his rifle to him a little bit.
Oh, I see. Uh, Tunga looks over with like his backup stuff. And he's just like pulls out this like giant like vibrating machete and he puts it down and he goes, Tunga.
These
I
are
mean, okay.
I don't know if we should like start like giving away like advanced weaponry in this place. It's usually one is just a fun game. And really it's when you get to playing and bragging and you win, it's like that's the ultimate victory. I want to say that. This
Tunga,
makes and breaks friendships.
Tunga,
Commander didn't talk to me for like a month.
It was a dark time.
Tunga looks dead in the captain's eyes and goes, he like mimics the big giant sword that he's always wanted. He goes, Tunga. And now he points at the rifle and the sword and he goes, Tunga.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, he's calling him Chip.
Well, I guess Tonga always likes to gamble.
Quake puts his hands together and goes, I see we have a game. I enjoy this young man's spirit, young Tunga's spirit. Uh, I,
Promised him a sword.
okay,
It's true.
okay. I am all about this. Uh, I see a couple of us have already started sampling the different drinks. Is there anything anybody wants? We are down to about 15 minutes before they arrive. Anything we can get before we get started?
We, yes, there's that. He's like, run back to the ship and or like get those snack things. We'll play the three of us, the four of us. Sorry, Tonga.
Tunga.
We can
Uh,
start though. They'll be back with the stuff.
Red kind of looks over to Convert and goes, yeah, you lead the way. I'll follow you. And those two, I assume, as long as Shava's down, step away from the table. Okay. We will start with you two as the game of one commences. Uh, what you see is what you get. There are two like exterior smaller buildings, but then there is the mansion proper, like where you guys are at. Uh, Red just kind of looks over to you and goes, I know it's below us. I think we should be looking for a basement of some sort. Where do you want to start?
Hmm. Well, can we see if there's any like storm doors or cellar doors accessible.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys kind of step outside. Um, you guys kind of start exploring. Yeah, I mean, there's cellar doors. There's, I mean, you open one up, and initially it's a wine cellar. Uh, so he's like, we could look. It feels deeper than this, but there's wine. We could probably steal some of that, right?
I mean, we need to at least try it for science.
Right. You never
Yeah.
know when you're gonna be back.
Yeah.
Okay. You go to grab it.
Yep.
Okay. You go to grab the bottle. Is like once you're closer now, it's not just dusty. It's like kind of translucent. But the second you touch it, it becomes physical. And you now have a bottle of wine.
Neat. I'm not gonna look into that at all.
Mm-hmm,
All right, I'm gonna drink some wine.
Absolutely. It is. I mean, it's some pretty old wine. And it's strange because like none of these bottles are open. Like literally, the wine cellar is like perfectly neat.
Is there another entrance to the wine cellar? Like, does it go up into somewhere, or is it just the one entrance?
Absolutely. Yeah, exploring a little bit, you can start hearing the game upstairs, and you could just hear it. Oh, I don't know how I get so lucky. Mama's luck, I guess. But yeah, you can clearly hear there is like a staircase that takes you right to like almost the main entryway.
And all right. Suppose we should keep looking around. And can I like check and see if there's anything like out of place there?
In the wine cellar?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a roll. Let's get our first roll in like a month and a half. How's that sound?
Woo!
Let's
I'm a roller.
let's get a D8. And whatever skills you think are going to be good for looking into like an investigation type ordeal. So I'm guessing maybe knowledge area, maybe social. I don't know. It's up to you.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to look that up while I do.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just want to do your thing over somewhere else because I'm still trying to figure out the character sheet.
Okay. Okay. We can jump to the game of one here real quick, like while you decide what kind of skills you want to use. We jump back to the game of one. Tunga's face is, I mean, it's kind of a strange greenish color to begin with, but there's like hints of red in the cheeks, and his ears are kind of like pushed forward entirely. And once again, you just hear the knee slapping of Quake. He goes, I tell you what, I don't know how I get so lucky. You had that draw four. I didn't also know I had a draw four. I just happened to see it there. Whew, lucky is as lucky gets, I guess. Uh, you're up there, Captain.
You're lucky. Almost too lucky, one might say.
Almost.
I don't know what I would roll for it, but I guess I'm just gonna try and play.
Yeah, I mean, you've got cards. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't even know the game that we're referencing all that well.
Oh, what's the current card and color? So
I was basically say like I roll to play one.
So basically, for you guys at this table, if you want to try to get to understand Quake, if you want to try to look into him, if you think there's foul play, if you think this is all an illusion of some sort, like just think of some skills to put together. The game itself is going to play out as is.
I have mastery in insight and charm as Commander Calcium,
Okay.
as well as tactics.
Okay. You want to give that a shot?
Through, as James Bond has taught us, if you play a few hands of any card game with a man, you
Mhm.
understand him deeply and intimately.
Right, absolutely.
That's basically the commander's like he's trying to suss him out and figure out like who is this guy, what is this play, what's this? He's just trying to figure out anything he can.
Okay, so what 2 skills are you putting together here?
I'm gonna go with charm and insight.
Okay, go ahead and roll, sir.
And Ara will assist him and give a good mean glare with intimidation. Like, so give him like some extra dice rolls.
I can give you an extra D8 for that. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
He might bring the card game. It's a social game.
It is.
All right, so would that be 3 that I roll?
What do you have for? I'm trying to remember what you put. What 2 skills were you using again?
Insight and charm.
Okay, how many check marks do you have for insight?
He's got mastery in insight and charm.
Okay. Is social, like the skill social, checked for you or no?
I think it is.
Okay.
I've got like a handwritten version of this because I never made like a sheet for the commander. We jotted it down really quick when we first did them.
Yep. I don't have my notes on him either, actually, on hand. But I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3 for insight. And then what do you have for charm?
I think it's the same. It's got mastery in it.
Yeah. Well, I can max you out at 6. So unfortunately, you don't get the extra D8, but I can max you out at 6.
All right. Let's here we go rolling.
Here he goes rolling.
That's a 7.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, that's an 8. 6. Oh shit. 2.
Okay.
And 2.
Okay. So Quake has gone on about this legendary game of 1 that he used to play at Ma's house, and he's like spinning. He has 2 cards left, and he's kind of spinning them individually and swapping them back and forth. Captain, you do notice every now and then he swaps one and it's spinning like counterclockwise, but then when it hits his hand, like it hits the opposite hand, it has begun to start spinning clockwise. And so you're kind of noticing like he could be swapping these cards interchangeably, or he could be like shooting one out from his palm and like palming the other one.
Communicating all this with intuitive glances to RO. And Tonga.
Oh, okay. Tonga kind of looks down at the hands, looks down at the pocket watch, and Tonga looks back and goes. He puts up one finger and another finger. He goes, Tonga.
You're the man. Tonga him.
In other words, Tonga.
Tonga. Oh yeah, the commander gives a silent Tonga with his steely gaze.
So that's kind of what you've noticed. So that's a thing happening upstairs. Downstairs, Shafa, what are we thinking? What skills are we putting together to find like a secret entrance?
I was thinking like there's an insight.
Yep.
Potentially.
Absolutely.
That we can look towards there. I didn't really see a whole lot, honestly. I'm bad at being creative there.
Okay. So have you rolled for your insight roll yet?
Not as yet.
Okay, because you can add another skill to that. You can add 2 skills entirely. So like if you wanted to do traps, or if you wanted to do
I don't know. This is your sheet for Shava. I don't know if she ever made a sheet for this character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'll tell you what. I mean, this is fully your side character. This is like the maxed out version of whoever you wanted this character to be. Who do you want convert 451 to be?
Hmm. An aspiring chef.
An inspiring chef. Absolutely. What more would you want as an inspiring chef than a wine cellar?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't hate it actually very much for the fact that the tasting table that is like
Mm.
up against the wall, uh, it is propped up slightly at an angle, which absurd. If you were to put wine down on that table slightly propped up, that wine's gonna fall. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
They're still laughing about the chef thing.
I love it. I love it.
All right. So, what's up with the table?
Red kind
I
of
like it.
walks over to it and pulls one of the legs, and it does pull, and there's like another set of cellar doors.
Oh shit!
What would you two like to do?
Donnie Darko in here.
It is very dark. It gets very damp.
Donnie.
Red will for sure grab another bottle of wine before you guys leave. He goes, just in case we're not coming back.
I'll get the second one.
Okay. So you guys make your way down this second wine cellar, or this second cellar, and much like before, eventually you find your way to like this giant mine with like bluish, clearish crystal that almost like cakes the entire wall. So Red kind of looks over, and goes, "That's what we wanted." I'll tell you what. You go get the guys. I'll stand by and make sure nothing funny happens.
I'm just like chipping away at the crystal with a knife. What?
Ooh, yeah. You chip away and your hand fully goes in. It like liquefies as you touch it. Do you go in yourself or do you pull your arm back?
I'm gonna pull my arm back.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
I do. I'm a big fan of that. Like I said, you know, I'll wait here. I don't know what you just alarmed. You go get the fellas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What kind of pace do you take going upstairs? Are you running, walking?
I would say brisk, but trying not outwardly to alarm anyone.
Okay. Just for reference, you guys went outside originally. How would you like to re-enter the room? Do you go through that stairwell that takes you right to them, or do you go back
Sure.
outside the outside entrance?
I'll go to the stairwell.
Okay, absolutely. You make your way. The game of one has seemingly taken a strange toll. What you come up to see now is Quake going, now, gentlemen, if we could please all calm down just a little bit and allow me to explain myself.
Okay.
There's only 4. Pick 4 cards in the deck. It's been 5 or 6 now.
Everybody knows that.
I mean, most people know, but let me tell you something that you don't understand about me. And his hand like leaves the last card he had and is like moving towards the center of the table. As his pocket watch starts to ring. And he goes, "Oh, silly me, I must have lost track of time. I understand if you all feel cheated, but would it serve you all to watch me die? Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Well, can I collect my one cards first? The deck is very important. I don't want to
Oh,
get blood on it.
absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thanks.
And
Okay.
and you may need to count. I truthfully, as you may have noticed, I did slip a few of my own in there.
Oh,
You cheating son of a bitch.
Yes, yes, yes. I
You know what?
wasn't. Yeah,
If you're really
okay.
sorry, you'll give Tonga that sword.
I very much would, and you are welcome to take.
All right. Well, I know there's 108 cards in here.
Tunga does indeed take the sword as Quake stands up and walks out, and he goes, "I am a dead man walking. I will see you in the morning."
This guy's weirdly cheating.
And
You know,
he
like
go ahead.
this makes me think of another time and another group of characters in time.
I have a strange urge to snatch that watch, although my character does not know why.
With that, the
Well,
scene changes ever so slightly before Convert makes her way entirely up the stairs.
uh, uh, oh,
The scene changes as Quake steps entirely forward. Red is not there. Convert is behind. Accidentally made Convert disappear forever. As a large group
Kills
of
comfort.
individuals have made their way in front of the mansion, and they go. The first one steps forward. I apologize. They don't all go. An individual steps forward and goes, "Nancy, you've done it again. I don't know how you get everyone to hate you, but we're here to hang you today." As Quake steps forward
Jesus.
and goes, "There will be no hanging. There will be a gunfight. Are you all prepared? I see you brought your own guns." And you just hear a massive array of and like there's an individual who has an axe and slams it to his chest. There's an individual who pounds their fist. There's like a hulking Goliath in the background that just slams the ground and shakes it a little bit. And Quake goes, "Seems like we've got a fair fight on our hands." And of course, the individual who stepped forward first goes, "Say when." And Quake just starts firing. Bam, 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 bam. Taking out just multiple people at once before bullets flying. Miss him somewhat frequently as he like steps to one side and you see it like chips away at the mansion. He ducks just in time when it takes his hat off. And then he goes
Hold
to
on, for oh, Jesus.
he goes to pull his sword out and goes, isn't that? And something hits him in the chest. Something else hits him in the chest. And an individual with an axe buries it into his forehead.
well,
Damn.
he was not kidding. Oh, hey, Convert.
Yeah, with that, Convert, you would make it up the stairs. You do see this game of cards that have gone awry, and you see the apparent death of Quake. You do arrive with your bottle of wine, by the way.
You left your playing cards. When you came back, there's a mob murdering a guy.
Yep.
Neat. So everyday Uno. I mean, what?
Yeah, this is this is not the first time one has caused a massive.
Friendships ended permanently.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Life gets short.
Yeah. What? My cards are pristine still. It's pretty good. I had to take out his He was cheap.
I know, so dirty. But hey, Tonga, you got a sword.
That's true.
In fact, Tunga pulls it out and looks at Convert and kind of does the hand me the bottle gesture and goes, Tunga? Would you like to give him one of the bottles of wine?
I will drink a quarter of it while maintaining eye contact, and then give it to him.
Okay. He also drinks a small portion of it and like uses it to practice his like saber cork popping technique. He does fully have a grasp of that wine bottle now, though.
Yeah, I figure.
No.
Oh,
I wasn't getting that back.
Yep.
That guy's got wine in there.
It's a.
I mean, he's dead, right? We could take his wine guilt free.
That's a. I would have to say that wine's a good bartering tool. Like alcohol, we can make some currency or whatever. That's during our travels or drink it.
Pardon the interruption there, strangers.
Oh, hey.
Couldn't help but notice you over there. The name's Tupin. Could we be reacquainted?
Yeah, you shot at us.
We meant to shoot Nancy, that prick. We figured out his schemes, putting together all these wars, trying to... before I say too much, who might you be?
We're the people that he was cheating in cards about 5 minutes ago.
And
you're right, he was a jerk.
No other sort of acquaintance? Just a game of cards gone awry?
Yep. I mean, honestly, it was probably going to escalate to murder if it went much further with us.
Well, golly. Hey, name's Max Tupin. Good to meet you. And he like steps forward and he just like starts, his fingertips are just gone and he starts to look at you, his big smile on his face. And he goes, I would love to get to anyone who hates Nancy. And like the fading gets to like his mouth and you just hear, is a big old friend. And like people in the background are like, dude, that Nancy, that son of a bitch. And like they start to fade away. And it very quickly becomes night.
I think we should be getting going.
Yeah, we should go before he comes back, I feel.
Yeah.
He did say he was gonna. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Let's go. Real squad.
You guys turn around to the previously open door and it is closed. You do notice the fact that it's changed to night has immediately thrown you off because the sun has started to rise. And it is actually apparently morning.
Get out of here.
I say, can we follow the way they went originally?
Absolutely.
So just like straight through his front door.
Absolutely. Heading to the wine cellar. Sheva, Convert would notice the wine bottles that were in her hand. In fact, Tunga would also notice you guys aren't carrying wine bottles anymore.
I don't like that.
Opening up the wine cellar door, all of the wine is put back on the shelf. It is quote unquote dusty, and the closer you get, it becomes transparent.
We just take these.
RO, you grabbing?
Does that mean I can get drunk forever?
RO's gonna grab like 4 because he's like, wherever we go, people drink.
Absolutely. That's true. Start grabbing, they become physical objects again.
All right, where do we go next?
You guys are kind of ruffling. As you guys kind of go through and pick out the wines you want, you just hear from upstairs, where the hell what is going on? What's this? Somewhere from upstairs.
Did it sound like Nancy?
It sure sounded like a guy who likes to be called Quake.
Let's go.
He sounds upset. We should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Going.
Absolutely.
You can't grab our minis and move them, so we have to physically. We have to verbalize.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You guys head to the slightly tilted wine tasting table. You open it up, and you start heading downstairs. You do see Red is still at the door at like the gateway, and he goes, "Did something change? Because my wine's gone."
Yeah, it's weird here.
Okay.
It's weird and probably bad.
Okay.
Don't worry, I grabbed 4 bottles. Hopefully they come with us.
I knew I liked you. I wasn't sure really up until this point.
Well, I figured we can make some money off them. It's a good bartering tool.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Step 2. Are you guys ready? Wait. Did anybody check that Quake guy's hands?
I mean, other than the fact he's cheating at cards.
Yeah, but did you see his hands, or was he wearing gloves?
Was he wearing gloves?
You sit back and think about it. Anyone want to just roll a d8 and see if they recognize, if they remember?
That's a 4 for me.
Okay.
I'll roll.
I don't know. I was so outraged at him cheating.
That's true.
Yep. He was a cheating bastard.
That's a
cheats
4
at one.
Ooh, a 4. All right. Schaefer, comes down to you.
He's like, what about hands? What is this? You got a bit of an obsession, man.
Let me roll your.
I was just mad he put other cards in the deck.
Just rolled an 8.
That's late.
Absolutely. You weren't there for a while, but you distinctively watched this dead body fall to the ground, and it did indeed have gloves on.
I guess we didn't look at his hands.
I don't feel right leaving a flaw just out in the open like that. I'll tell you what.
It seems like he dies every day. I don't know if you can kill him.
Oh, he's dead?
Well,
job well done.
He was going to get killed.
Axe in the head. But I hear him flipping out upstairs. So, I mean, like, there's weirdness happening.
Oh, so you heard him. I'm just going to go kill him. You guys want to come with me? Kill a flaw, kill a flaw, kill a flaw?
I mean, shouldn't you check to make sure that, like, he has a freaky red hand? Sorry, red hand.
He, like, looks at you for a second and glares, and he goes, and before he finishes the sentence, you guys hear Tunga, as he no longer has a sword, and he is running upstairs.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the wine!
You can now hear a strange exchange of, Tunga, who the hell in the fuck? Get the fuck out of my house! You just hear, Tunga! And a lot of battering sounds as Red goes, better go see what he's doing. He runs upstairs.
I guess we are doing something now.
He's gonna fucking die now. Jesus, we need to get in there.
Cue ballroom blitz.
I almost say copyright. As you guys get upstairs, Tunga and Quake, actually at this point, he would be going by Nancy. Nancy and Tunga are like fist fighting over the sword. They're like, one has it on the other hand, and they're like both throwing punches at each other. And Tunga just gets an elbow and temples him. And Nancy goes down.
Well, I guess he's all yours, Red.
Well,
I mean, at least take his gloves off to make sure before you just go killing a guy for no reason.
That seems very logical. Tunga, take the sword, take the hand. Tunga just looks over and goes, Tunga. Shing, boosh, boosh, and
Oh
in
my
two
God.
quick motions, hands, dump. Still gloved.
Oh, he's loyal and literal.
Tunga.
Loves his swords.
Red kind of pulls off the right hand. It is a typical regularized hand. He goes,
Nate,
well,
you named a man.
you know, fuck him. I don't really care. Hey, let's go through that portal, huh?
All right.
Is he still alive?
Oh, most certainly not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's like, is he just like laying there, writhing around in agony on the ground?
Aro will see if he has a one deck in his pockets or something.
Good
to have two.
He doesn't have a deck. He has multiple draw fours, wilds, and draw twos.
Oh,
he's a shock.
I'm taking that watch just for that. That's a fancy looking watch, and I'm taking it.
I won't take his shoes.
You would notice, just kind of in the moment of his death in his room, he appears to at one point have been holding up a diary and reading a diary. Just so you're aware.
Well, take his book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm taking his hat too.
Okay.
Boots and hat.
Absolutely. I loot the man. He's got a decent amount of things, but they all seem very cheap. Like he has like loaded dice. He has like war propaganda in his pockets. He's got fake letters written by fake individuals.
I'm laughing really hard at the war propaganda.
Yeah, absolutely. Mutants, they're among you. They want your children. Like just the worst possible stuff.
Well, he has no boots and no hat. Good luck in the desert.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was feeling bad that we broke into his house and assaulted him, but after seeing the contents of his pockets, I don't feel that bad.
Yeah.
Tunga just admires his sword, and he doesn't really have a place to put it, so he just kind of armpits it.
Tunga, you did a good job getting that sword.
Tunga,
but he's got to prepare yourself for the eventuality that there's weird magic-y shenanigans at play. It might disappear. I don't know if it will, but it might.
We gotta get out of here. Maybe we can keep it if it doesn't, disappear.
Tunga?
I mean, it's the only thing I can think to try.
New dimension, here we come. Maybe it's home.
Let's go.
Tunga steps downstairs quite fancy. Like he's using the sword as like a cane.
Aro puts the hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Look, yeah, everyone has so much panache now.
I don't think these boots fit me, but anyone want
them? You robbed him for shoes that he can't wear.
Hey, it's good barter.
Bartering to Commander. I don't know. We don't have any form of money, so we need physical things that we can barter with.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
there's got to be silverware in here somewhere.
True.
You guys have made your way back to the mine with the bluish, clearish portal. And Red just kind of looks around. Think we need to be prepared for anything. Maybe have
we
weapons.
Grab enough wine?
We probably didn't.
All right. Well, we should get a lot because we can be rich.
Okay. I mean, I would say you can all probably grab 2 bottles of wine. If you want to get crazy, you can start like having multiple bottles of wine per finger,
We all go ransack the wine cellar.
I would probably max you guys out at 30 bottles of wine. So if that's what you want to attempt, you can attempt.
We are ready to barter. We could probably buy some sort of cart. I don't know.
I will say, none of you have weapons ready. After Red was just like, we maybe need our weapons ready. But you convinced even him, and he's got hands full of wine as well. He says, at least we can greet them with open arms.
That's true.
I mean, yeah. Have you ever tried the peaceful approach?
Don't we have backpacks or something?
I typically just look for flaws and kill them, if I'm being honest. I kind of like my approach. Thank you for your input. I enjoy the back and forth. There's comments are good.
They're not critiques.
Comments,
just observations.
Yeah, conversation. Well, I'm going to go through this border. You guys are welcome to join me.
New dimension.
And he steps through, and we will jump to here. This is what you guys see as you step through the portal. You step through a cave to a grassy, don't look at that thing that I just threw over there. That wasn't supposed to be visible.
Is that a mushroom?
That was supposed to be invisible, but it wasn't. You guys step through, and you're somewhere in some sort of forest. You guys had to step over like very large bones. That some of them were like propped up against walls. Even though they're like large bones, you get the sense that they're very much like adolescent bones of something that could have been much larger. You kind of like
lives that could have been lived.
You walk past a few that were like huddled together. There was one that was like kind of standing at the front of the cave. You're more than welcome to investigate those, but the cave is open if you'd like to step through.
It was a goddamn massacre.
Seems like there was like definitely defenseless little ones. Whoever did this was brutal.
Obviously monsters.
Fellow traveler. Hi.
What the fuck?
It's me. Don't you just be calm about it. Yeah, see you guys got something good to drink.
Do you enjoy wine?
I do. I very, very, very much do.
Okay, well, it's your lucky day.
Are you going to walk towards this individual? He is a fine dressed gentleman who is standing very strange, kind of leaning one way, and like the Cheshire Cat and like Alice in Wonderland is leaning on just nothing.
We still have the wine.
Oh yeah. Tonga has a sword, you got a pocket watch, you have a diary, you got boots, you got hats.
I think the commander will toss one of the bottles to him. He'll just go like, "Here, catch."
And this individual watches it. You do a nice toss, but he's like lean, so it like goes past his shoulder and just like explodes on the ground behind him. And he goes, "Oh, that's mighty unfortunate. But watch this." And he like pulls it and like reverses it all the way back to his hand. He goes, "Thank you for the wine." Cracks it open, takes a swig.
That was fun.
The Great Desert. It was lovely taste. I remember being there. What can I help you guys with?
What? Did he just say?
I certainly. Let me tell. I did. I said the thing that you were about to ask. If I said the thing, I did do that.
So you've gone through the portal thingy.
Me and my associate. And he like gestures behind the rock. I know you guys can see it. Your players can't quite see that there's a thing back there. And he goes, and that guy is real interested in what he's got to say. And Red is just like fists clenched and like staring. And he goes, guys, we got one. We got a flock coming up. Get ready. As I live and breathe, as you will hopefully lovely get to meet him. My friend, my associate, Cleo, the red-handed wizard. That's my friend. As a wizard kind of steps forward, he goes, "You go by Red. It's interesting. You've been keeping your eyes on the stars too?" And Red just like you can hear his teeth grinding back and forth. And as you may or may not have figured out, this is my associate, Mr. I don't know. He is going to help you through this journey. Welcome to Terra Luna. I hope you guys have a good time. And keep your eyes on the stars. They seem to change around here.
What?
Without further ado, let's go find out what the Kraken was doing on the ship, huh?
Man.
Not Cleo. Not Cleo.
Cleo. He does have an apple in hand, by the way. He is eating an apple.
Make us kill Cleo.
So, I don't have an interior of the ship because it is continuously flawed and I hate it. I don't know why it keeps doing it. But the Kraken. You weren't feeling so great. You're feeling quite a bit better. You guys are under attack, and you, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, wanted to go first to go to like the cannons.
Yeah, I said I was. Yeah, I was. I can shoot stuff.
I love it. Actually, wait.
Yeah.
I do have one. I lied right to you.
Lasers. Yeah, I got lasers.
Okay.
Ballistics. Yeah.
In the blink of an eye, I mean, amazingly quick, you find yourself shoulder to shoulder with Saul. So I will move you there. The security for the ship. As you like get there, he's looking like at you, and you can tell he's like yelling, but he's like frozen. He's not moving, and like, what would you like to do? Sorry, what you tell me what you would like to do.
I touched his forehead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. You touch his forehead, and you like watch the wrinkles spread across his face, ever so slowly. And like you can tell he's blinking, but it's going very slow.
What's going on with the Kraken? Am I fast again?
You can like feel it in your chest, your heart just dum 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 dum.
Can I do an insight check?
You can most certainly, yeah, go for it.
Right, it's just a D8.
Yeah, just 1d8.
Here we go. I hope I succeed because this is going to help the Kraken. 7.
Absolutely. So, Mr. the Kraken, it feels like it took an eternity because you were just kind of sitting there listening to your heart rate. Dum, 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 dum. You like have noticed your fingers tingling. Saul's eyes aren't even like a quarter of the way closed. The wrinkles have like made its way to the back of his head already. And you just go, I am fast. You just get the sense that you can move faster than anyone else. Your heart is keeping up with the speed. Your muscles aren't like tightening. Your lungs are fine. You're fast.
It's like, I don't have any mail though.
You do remember Fry, Dr. Fry gave you like a pickup to like get you back in the game.
No, yeah.
So I mean, it's up to you to assume how that is affecting you, but it seems to be making you pretty fast.
All right, well, I gotta go to like Remy, find out what's going on.
Okay, were you do anything at the lasers? Because going to the lasers is going to be your first event.
Okay, well, I guess being realizing he's super fast, he doesn't And Saul being there and touching Saul, he's like, that's probably what the Kraken does.
Okay. That is your first event. Go ahead. What do you want to do next?
I'm going to go to Remy and see if I can talk to Remy.
Okay. Do you have any idea where he was going?
I think, well, last time I remember, he was trying to get the door open and he managed to do to take the door away.
Yes. Do you remember what that door was? That was like the main door of like the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
He was trying to get to.
Yep. Like, you guys were already outside of that, so you took that drink, and you guys were outside there already. So my question to you is, where do you think Remy went?
I know he wanted to do a communication device in Fry's office.
Okay.
So I'll look there.
Absolutely. You're thinking that you're already there. The door's open. Hilariously, you do find Sheva, who has found her way through the medicine. She's like currently grabbing like certain medicines, and she has like elixirs already in hand. And she's like putting them in a bag as you enter. Clearly, obviously, going incredibly slow.
That tracks. Yeah.
This is your second event, so let me know what you want to do here.
All right. Well, I think then, what about if I grab on to Sheva? Will she speed up with me?
If that's what you want to do.
It's like sandwich mode.
Okay. You kind of arm her. Sheva, roll me 3d8 just for my sake.
Don't just like obliterate her or phase into her.
No. Kraken. So you do this. You get to the medicine cabinet. You've like hooked Sheva, and you're
751.
751. You hold on to the 5 elixirs and like the 4 bottles of pills that you had. You don't drop a single one of them. You, however, are a white blur, and then you're somewhere else. Kraken, your heart rate is like faster than you can keep up with, and at a certain point, you go, "I can't count that fast." You start to lose a little bit of feeling in like the tips of your fingers and toes, and your eyesight is like in and out. Luckily, you're perceiving also very quickly, so you're like the second you miss, you're like, "Oh, I can adjust away from that."
All right, I guess to the cockpit, try to find Remy.
Okay, I just want you to know you got super lucky because that is where he is. As you kind of head through to the cockpit, you see. I'll set the scene as best I can without actually having the cockpit. You see something along these lines. The captain, who you assumed was the captain, now has their mask off, and it's a super young kid, like 12, maybe 13, incredibly nervous, drenched in sweat. And you see Dr. Fry, and he has. You perceived it all the way down the hallway, but like it came in blurs, and you saw Fry's hand go up, and now that you've like blinked back into perception, his hand is down, and Remy is falling to the ground. You would be about here. Sheva is with you, not in the pit.
Can I talk to? Yeah.
So that's who whacked me.
As Kraken, you and Sheva arrive, and everything goes back to normal. Your heart rate, however, dum 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 dum. You hear a boom from something upstairs. You hear a crashing of pills down the hallway, and you just hear, "I don't want to do this anymore, sir." As who you've always assumed is Dr. Fry goes, "We're going to be done here in just a minute." Kraken, how you feeling? Kraken, you don't feel your heart rate anymore. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah, I don't. Am I going super fast, or I can words?
Yeah, one more time. Sorry, you broke up right kind of in the middle of that.
Am I going super fast, or am I now slowed down?
Oh,
but
you
I'm
are
still heart rate?
so incredibly slow. You're slower than normal.
Oh, why, Grim?
I made a deal with some friends of mine. And you can just kind of hear over the loudspeakers, "We got you, sons of bitches," as the Junker's voice rings throughout the ship. Kraken, you go down. Shava, you are the only one unaccounted for. Dr. Fry looked over his shoulder for Kraken and seems to be surprised to see you and goes, "I see you haven't taken any of the pills. It's quite unfortunate for us."
High five. High five, no pills.
His hands are just in his pocket. He goes, "We could do this the easy way or the hard way. You could take those pills." Or, and he just points to Romardo, who's like unconscious on the ground.
So you're saying if I take the pills, I'm not going to be unconscious on the ground?
Oh, you will be. I just don't have to hit you.
What if I hit you?
Oh, you're more than welcome to try.
Quick draw, baby.
Roll me a quick drop. Roll me a quick drop. Roll me a quick drop. Let's see.
I think we're all forgetting too the capoeira. We forgot
Ponytail,
the
ponytail. I will give you 2 quick draws.
Well, that's good because the first one's a 1. Oh my god. 7.
Oh, 7. How do you want to hit Dr. Fry?
Can I just like karate chop him to the temple?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. You connect.
That's a weird way to hit someone.
Karate chop to the temple.
It just seems like the most disrespectful thing to do.
Oh man, and how obnoxious would that be? And you feel that connection. It's solid, and you feel it dent. So you're like, fucking, you totally just killed a dude. And you see him like rub his head and like move the floppy skin around, and there's like chrome underneath it. And he goes, "Gonna have to get that buffed out."
Dang.
And you see, he like just looks at you. His eyes go red, and he's like, "I am sorry about this." It like arm goes back, fist, boom. And the team is sleepies, and that's where we will stop for this session.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got a good karate chop in at least.
I mean, you dented a droid. That's a good move.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Fry, he was a dick the whole time.
He drugged the Kraken.
He did.
I knew no one was that happy.
He drugged you twice, but you were too resistant the first time. And he was like, "What the fuck?" He was pissed. That's why you weren't feeling good.
It's like, what does this guy do?
But hey, this has been date night. We did a thing that is just a callback to another thing earlier. Don't worry about it. I don't know if I mean, I assume the note taker of all note takers, Nate, did you get a chance to go through all the names of the people who were there or no?
I saw like Big Dave.
Yeah.
Tupin. There was a couple that I didn't see everybody.
Just for funsies, so I have your reaction recorded. Just kind of breeze over those names real quick. I'll load it back up just real quick. Just maybe give a nice little zoom in on those names, on those faces too. You won't recognize all the names. You might not have met everybody.
Spiked Wall. Oh no, that's not him. Frank West. Pete Johnston. Tom Wilson. Deputy Manny. Flynn Williams. Don't know that guy. Max Tupin. Ambiko. Oh.
There's a handful of people from a previous campaign. I'm not sure if you would recognize any other mutants. Maybe Big Dave. I don't know. Anyways,
Sheriff Alonzo. That sounds. Fred Williams. Astor Martin. Yeah.
No.
The only one I recognize is Ambiko.
Yep.
Damn it, Gale.
But anyways, this has been Date Night. I'm DM Matt. It's been too long and I had way too much fun. Everybody else, we have Shefa, who stayed awake the whole time and is playing Sheva.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Very rare.
Not to mention we have Ian, who played Romardo.
Say poor unconscious Romardo.
Yep. What's new, right? And of course, we had Nate, who's played Space the Kraken.
Yeah. I was real fast.
You were real fast. Anyways, hopefully
I was still fast. I would have punched Fry. But I slowed down real fast.
You did. The heart can only go so many times. Hey, this has been